Every ship that enters a harbor carries more than cargo. It carries the story of the workers who make global commerce possible. For over 130 years, the International Longshoremen's Association has persevered to become the largest union of maritime workers in North America. Dedication, resilience, and solidarity have always been the strength of our union, of our people. This is the story of how far we've come and where we're going next. To really understand how we got here, we have to go back to the early days.
I'm celebrating my 67th year on the docks. I can remember we're making $1.74 an hour.
Everything was done by hand, everything, okay? I've had 4 back operations because of the hard work I put in for 18 years, throwing bags of flour and rolling bales of cotton.
There was no container whatsoever. I call it hand-to-hand combat. Break bulk, paid the bill.
I wear cotton, coffee, everything here was hard labor. But if you take care of the job take care of you.
When you step on that pier, you gotta realize that all the old timers, when they worked hard and they went on strike and they built this union to where it is, that's the reason why you're going to work today. We all make a good living now, but it wasn't always that way.
We had to fight tooth and nail to get what we got.
The ILA was founded in 1892 in Detroit, Michigan. The Great Lakes and the Port of New York were the lifeblood of North America's industrial economy. From iron ore and coal to grain and steel, millions of tons of cargo passed through their ports every year. Longshore workers faced dangerous conditions, low wages, irregular employment, and little protection. But they understood something powerful, that together they were stronger than they could ever be alone. That belief led to the founding of the International Longshoremen's Association, giving dock workers a united voice for the first time. As America's economy grew, the ILA experienced rapid growth, expanding its membership throughout the South Atlantic, the Gulf Coast, and Puerto Rico. In 1927, the South Atlantic and Gulf Coast District was established in Galveston, Texas, to represent dock workers across ports in the Southeast and Gulf Coast regions.
The first cotton boat I went on, the bale of cotton weighed 700 pounds. And it was 2 of us that handled that 700-pound bale of cotton. You work so hard till when you knock off at 12 o'clock, you could take your shoe off and turn it upside down and get your glass of sweat and water out of it.
We used to have rubber boats come in from overseas. There used to be 100 people aboard that ship we used to put every day to work.
Going back to my father and those generations, they fought hard in this world to get where we are today. Blood, sweat, and tears.
There are many workers that died for this industry, died on the job, that lost their limbs. The benefits that's being enjoyed today, the foundation was laid by the older guys. The money that we make today, they weren't making that kind of money, they were making pennies. They had no guarantees, no guarantee 4, guarantee 8.
The 20th century brought extraordinary challenges: economic depression, 2 world wars, changing technologies, political pressures, each tested the strength of working people. Yet through every challenge, the ILA endured. Its members helped keep military supplies moving during times of war, supported the nation's industrial growth, and ensured that America's ports remained the gateway to the world.
Back in the 50s and 60s was really the first start of just a little bit of mechanization. They came out with the forklift, they came out with cranes, they came out with things that helped the longshoremen do their job without being so physical in certain areas.
Now, instead of hand-to-hand combat, now the crane operator's doing most of the work. So at that particular time, it came a little bit easier. And then you had the advent of the ro-ro ship.
Perhaps no period transformed the waterfront more than containerization, beginning in the late 1950s.
When containerization came in, 2 people started it, Malcolm McLean and Cecil Yeagers. They were 2 truck drivers in the South, and they were driving the cargo from the South to the North, back and forth. And they said to themselves, we gotta come up with a better way. Let's see if we can get all the work down here, put on a barge or a ship, and bring it up there, and then back and forth would make it a lot easier. They took a tanker ship, they put a crane on it, and they had containers made to fit on there, and they put cargo in it. The first company was called Pan Atlantic. They switched it over to Sealand. And from there, look at around the world today. Those cranes on the ship finally became on land. The ships got big, and they started doing it all around the United States. They started doing it in Europe, and it caught on, and cargo started flowing.
When the containerization came into play, it was devastating for us. We didn't know which way to turn on this. We knew it was the future, but we didn't like the future.
What happened to the union? Let's back up. There was 45,000 longshoremen a day working in the port of New York. Today, on the busiest day, we're lucky if we have 5,000 men. We lost 40,000 jobs.
The jobs that were left were premium jobs, jobs that paid well, created great welfare for our men, great pensions for our men, and a great salary where they could live with dignity.
The maintenance grew because we repaired the containers, repaired the chassis, we took over repairing the trucks inside the compound, the cranes.
Some ports became big because of containerization, and some ports were hurt by containerization. Ports like Savannah, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina, all really evolved out of containerization in the South.
Right now, in today's life, containerization is our bread and butter. Over the years, we've done an excellent job in negotiating for fair wages, good health care, good pensions, and it's all because of the containers.
Are we highly paid now? Yes, we are. But look what the future did. The containerization knocked out thousands and thousands of jobs under the Longshoremen Union. I saw an enemy coming because I visited in Rotterdam the first automation pier that was ever built. So I knew I had to get words into a master contract to protect my union.
I have to give credit to President Daggett. He negotiated one of the best contracts that I've ever seen negotiated by any labor union, and I've been in the ILA for 66 years.
In my opinion, President Harold Daggett is God sent. He's the president that thinks outside the box. He's a president that's courageous. He's about job security.
Automation is taking and robbing jobs from hardworking people. It's got to be stopped, or we're going to have a world full of machines and people without jobs.
The automation they're trying to put in is just to eliminate us, and I think it's wrong.
I'm trying to organize around the whole world, all the maritime ports, to join me to fight automation, or they're all going to be knocked out. I'm the only one who's going to fight it, because I see the future. My son Dennis and John see the future. People in my union see the future.
We stand on the shoulders of giants that never got the opportunity to benefit from what we have now. And the generation that's coming behind me, they should want the generation behind them to have what we have.
The next generation, I just hope they continuously take care of this work like we did.
Working on the waterfront, that's one of the ways you can keep up with the American dream.
I just hope, pray that the young people realize and understand how important it is that they protect this union.
It's the greatest union in the world, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.